This is going to be my home for the next 4 days as we look for orangutans. Too good to be true. Welcome guys to Tanjung Puting. What's up you guys and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kristian Hansen and in today's episode we're in Central Kalimanta, or more specifically Pangkalan Bun. Right now I'm staying at Hotel Kecebung, a very famous place to stop for many tourists each year before they head into the famous Tanjung Puting National Park. That's right, in this episode we're going on a true bucket list tour deep into the jungle on a houseboat to look for the Borneo orangutan. But first, let's go to the airport and pick up some special guests that will be joining me on this episode. I haven't seen them in a long time and I'm very excited. So let's get the adventure started. I'm so excited to see them again. So now I'm waiting. I just could hear now that the plane landed because this airport is super small. So it looks like they're coming on now. Let's go and say hi. Long time. Good morning guys, it is now 8 o'clock. We just had our breakfast here at Kecebung and in about 1 hour our tour guide Yomi is gonna pick us up. I had him recommended from another friend, so I hope he's gonna be really good. And then we're gonna drive to the harbor, get on the boat and get the adventure started. So yeah, but let me quickly introduce. This is my father's wife Connie. Come on Connie, come on. You excited about the trip?
Yes.
Good. And this is my father Jan.
Selamat pagi.
Hey, selamat pagi. Bagus. Alright guys, let's get the adventure started. I had booked our tour through a guide named Yomi and his company Orangutan Days. So our tour guide Dodi picked us up from the Kecebung hotel and apparently he could speak Danish.
Hello.
Hey Dodi.
Hello. Want to know how to do that? Do that is good.
So we just saw a picture of the boat Yomi sent to me and it looks amazing. We're so excited now to get on the boat. Just a 30-minute drive later, we had arrived at Kumai Harbour, from where our 4 days and 3 nights jungle adventure would begin. Alright guys, we made it here to the entrance of the national park. Halo. Selamat pagi guys. Pagi. Apa kabar? Good. Good. Boleh masuk? Okay.
Halo, Kristian.
Hello. Yomi ya?
Yeah.
Hey bro, nice to meet you.
Yeah, senang bertemu Anda.
Yeah, sama-sama bro.
Okay, please.
Let's go and see the boat, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now to the boat, but before check dulu.
Masih sehat ya?
Masih sehat.
Alhamdulillah. So Yomi, this is your company or your boat or?
Yes. This is my own boat and my own company. Okay. Yeah.
How many years have you had it?
15 years. Yeah, this is our boat.
Wow.
The name of our boat is Prince.
What is
Prince,
it?
Prince Kumai.
Ah, it looks good. Let's hop on board and check it out. Wow, look at this. Woo. Out here we can sit and get a bit of sun. Because if there's one thing I don't get enough of, it's sun. Always inside editing or in full gear. So this is gonna be nice. It's gonna be a small vacation for me as well, and I can see that we have electric outlets as well right here. For power, that's good. Dining area.
And we have library.
And library.
Yeah.
And a cooler.
Yeah, you have cook.
Ah, cook. Great.
Oh, this is welcome drink. His name Senang.
Senang.
Senang is assistant.
Saya senang juga.
Yeah, happy.
Betul happy.
Senang is mean happy.
Oh, sama. Oh, yeah.
He's our captain.
Oh, Ian?
Yeah.
You know the cook?
Sana.
Sana.
Saya Chris. Di sana selalu senang ya. How do you say that? Looks good?
Looks very good.
Connie, how does it look?
Beautiful.
A little chill area here.
Yeah, it's
And now we're just gonna settle the payment. So the price is 8 juta per person, yeah? It was 3 nights, 4 days, yeah? And that includes everything. Sana, our chef, and Senang, and Yan, our captain, and Dodi, our tour guide, and Yomi as well. So we're a full team here. I'm so happy.
Zero. Okay. See you later.
See you later, yeah?
Yeah, klaar.
This is so nice, guys. We have our own bathroom here with toilet. We have a shower. And just for us, just for the guests. The one for the crew is next door. And then if we go up here, we get to the deck. Up there we have a good view as well, where we can watch from the back of the boat. And then we have this entire living space. It's a lot more exclusive than I had expected.
Bisa swimming?
Oh, tidak bisa.
Tidak bisa?
Ya, tidak boleh.
Ada buaya?
Ada buaya di sini.
Oh, gitu. Buaya darat?
Oh, tidak.
Buaya aja.
Ya, buaya aja.
We had then reached the entrance to the massive 415,000 hectare park, home to more than 30,000 orangutans. Because Borneo is actually home to 3/4 of the world's orangutans. And as the 3 nights and 4 days trip can be a bit expensive, there are variable options, even a 1-day tour. And only 30 minutes in, we saw our first reptile, but very briefly.
I think so. Lizard.
Oh, lizard.
Yeah, monitor lizard.
And now, guys, it is lunchtime, so our chef Sana, she has cooked up an amazing meal for us, so we will be enjoying that here on the middle of the boat, enjoying the view and getting a nice breeze from the wind. It's perfect, and I'm so hungry, so let's dig in. It is not always easy to find the orangutans, but luckily Dodi, he had a trick up his sleeve.
So I can try to call the orangutan, yeah?
But I gotta hand it to the guy. The trick eventually worked, and we could see our very first orangutan. That is the first orangutan from Borneo I've ever seen. One of the 2,000 different plant varieties the orangutans have been observed eating, or the leaf shoots that grows alongside the river. And if you're up for it, you can even try them for yourself.
Manis atau?
Lemak-lemak dikit.
Lemak-lemak.
Yeah.
And if you come here and you want to bring your drone, you will have to register it and pay a fee of 1 million rupiah. And don't forget to keep a good distance between your drone and the orangutans. We then set course for our first orangutan feeding. And besides enjoying the breathtaking views in the sun, there is nothing better than cruising in a quick nap to the ambience of the forest. Alright guys, it is now 2:30 and we are heading to one of the feeding platforms.
So here we are.
There are apparently 3 stops. right over here. Where during the day they will be feeding the orangutans, and you can come basically as close to them as possible. And there is a lot of boats. We are not the only ones. Tapi bro, sebelum pandemi, untuk feeding station seperti ini mungkin ada 20
lebih banyak lagi,
atau
lebih banyak
50
lagi.
Atau
ya sampai 50-an.
50
ya.
Klotok ya?
Ya, klotok. The sound from the sound, tok tok
Klotok tok 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 tok.
Yes, the local the name.
Klotok tok 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 tok.
It makes sense.
Listen to this. Meget god ambience derhen.
Ja, det er det. Det er orkideer, de sætter på træerne der til at gro. Ja. Så de gror, altså de får dem til at gro ud fra stammerne. Ja.
So this is the plant medicine.
Something for diarrhea?
I'm not mentioning any names, but there might be someone we know in the group who has an upset stomach.
Pro tip, remember mosquito spray.
Extra mosquito spray.
There's a lot.
Oi! It's so close. Welcome guys to Tanjung Puting. That was incredible. I've never been this close to a orangutan before. Never. Wow. And you can see we are kind of both looking at each other, thinking, okay, it's interesting, but we are both a bit afraid. And we smell equally bad.
Yeah. You do.
You too. But once you get closer to the feeding station, the orangutan knows it's feeding time, and they suddenly come flocking from all directions. So this is how it looks like here at the feeding station. There are a lot of tourists. Basically the guys, they bring the orangutans food. You can sit here, you can watch, you can take pictures, but you cannot go close. You cannot use big selfie sticks, and you cannot go, you can maximum go 5 meters close to the orangutans. The feeding stations were previously rehabilitation and release sites for formerly captive orangutans. Today they still provide daily feedings for the ex-captive orangutans and their offspring, and to make sure that they are still in good health. And from time to time, wild orangutans will visit here as well. But they are not reliant on the food provided here, as they can easily find it on their own. But during the low fruit season, from June to August, more orangutans tends to come to the daily feedings. And besides the milk provided for them, their main source of food is fruit, and they spend an average of 6 hours per day just eating. So important when you're in a place like this to remember also to actually look at the orangutans, because we tend to look at them through our lens until they eventually run away. I think we found the king of the jungle, King Kong. I have never seen an orangutan that big before. So this was a great first experience here at the feeding stations. A lot of tourists, of course, we are as well. But everyone stays quiet, and you have great option to take plenty of video, plenty of photos, and they get rather closer than I expected. So now we're gonna head back to the boat, finish the day on the deck, get some dinner, see how that's gonna look like, and then we're gonna figure out how we're gonna sleep. And there's just nothing better than coming back to the boat and reminding our captain that his and my father's name are the same. Hi, Ian.
So enjoy your meal. Thank you very much.
Very good first trip, bro.
Yeah.
Very good first trip.
You're welcome. Borneo?
So, Tony, how was the first day?
It was amazing.
Daten har været god, og nu sidder vi lige for en øl, og det er fint lige ovenpå. Og nu skal du snart sætte dig ned på et også.
Yes.
Halo guys. Halo guys. Apa kabar guys? Baik. Pandai ya?
Alright guys, so basically what we have done now is that we have found a place to park the boats. We can't even see any other boats, so it's perfect. We have the river to ourselves. We are just pulled down the curtains so not too many insects come in. It's such a good mix, you know, it's kind of luxury but you're still out in the jungle. So yeah, really happy already with this tour. And before dinner, we spend a bit of time learning Indonesian from Dodi and to discuss the different bathroom habits of our countries.
Strong legs and
Yeah, I mean like this.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And cigarette. Cigarette.
Poop.
Rokok.
Yeah.
And as the sun beautifully set over the tropical rainforest, our master chef Sana was preparing a top dollar dinner with shrimps, tofu, omelets, vegetables, rice and fruit for us to enjoy from the deck. It was beyond luxury, and as we enjoyed our dinner, our A-team turned the couches into bedrooms underneath the mosquito nets. And for the first time in a very long time, we were all in bed by 6:30.
Good morning, guys. It is now around 5:30. I've been up since 4:30 this morning. Slept decent when I woke up at 4:15. I just couldn't sleep anymore. It's such a beautiful view here in the morning. It's crazy. And you have all this like jungle ambience in the background. It's so nice. Very relaxing. So now we're waiting for the crew to wake up. We'll have some breakfast. It's gonna be another good day here in the jungle.
So here in the morning, start with a bit of coffee, and then while we wait for breakfast, the guys have already cleared the beds, and now, yep, it's the living room again. Pagi Dodi,
Pagi.
how did you sleep?
Sleep well.
Good.
Good, bagus. Nyenyak.
Superman.
Superman.
Pancake.
Pancake.
Some telur. Hey, some buah.
Scramble.
Very nice. Alright guys, we have arrived here at the small village that we will be going into today. I cannot see any other boats, luckily, so it seems like we will have this experience to ourselves. Ada, bro, ada banjir ya?
Hah? Banjir.
Banjir?
Ya, banjir ya. Banjir. Banyak hujan, mungkin 4 hari yang lalu terus hujan terus.
Oh.
Jadinya banjir.
Oh, ada Sandiaga Uno.
Iya.
So, Pasandi was actually here 1.5 months ago.
Selamat pagi.
Nah. Hati-hatian.
Hati-hatian.
Iya. Bye. See you tomorrow morning.
Thank you for lovely breakfast.
Bye-bye sana. See you. See you tomorrow. See you Senang. Siap 86.
Ya, siap 86.
Let's go. So apparently we're starting with a small river tour. If the engine works. And so we set out on a little side adventure. Because besides the orangutan, one of the most famous animals here from Borneo are the endemic nose monkey, which can be quite tricky to see. But we were optimistic and began our search into the jungle. Here we would also learn about the potential dangers of some of the animals that lives here in Tanjung Puting. Alright, so we have not seen a ton of animals this morning, but we have been told that there are plenty of tarantulas, you know, the big hairy spiders. Luckily, they say that they mostly come out at night. And if you're up for it, then you can also go on like a night trek, where you can see plenty of snakes, big ass spiders, and a ton of bugs.
Binatang buas seperti beruang, macan.
Macan?
Ya, macan tutul.
Oh, good to know. Kamu sudah lihat bear di sini?
Sudah. Dan juga saya bisa dikejar.
Takut?
Ya, takut. Saya tuh lari dikejar oleh beruang itu, saya jatuh kena ranting, terus beruang itu mau.
Oh ya? Mau attack?
Ya.
Dan lari ya?
Ya, dan lari. Untung ada satu teman nolongin.
So apparently there's these ants called salim. There's a ton of them. I didn't notice them until Anga, he told me. Like, not even the biggest ants, a little bit smaller, all black. But if you get bitten by them, it supposedly hurts a lot and you can get very sick from it. Ah, look at the Power Ranger. Hiking through the forest is great and you learn a lot. But there's a small price to pay. Because after, you should always check your feet and legs of leeches. A small worm that sucks blood, kind of like a mosquito. They're not dangerous as long as they're removed. And luckily Doddy had brought some repellent spray that makes them jump right off. Dengan apa ini?
Ini dari akar, ya namanya from the Bruta, dari Bruta. Ini adanya di Kalimantan, di Papua juga ada sama seperti ini.
Okay.
Ini tradisi bikinan orang kampung.
So we've now been out on the river tour and now we're gonna go into the Sekonyer village. We had been recommended to go there because they have a very special attraction, something I did not expect to ever see in an Indonesian village. So because it's been raining so much the last 14-15 days, everything is flooded here. But it looks like all the houses are built on poles. They were used to this happening, but still, it's a shame. But with all the rain, they are able to refill their water tanks. Because as this is a swamp area, they rely 100% on rain as their main water supply.
Ini bapak saya dan ibu saya pertama kali di Indonesia.
Oh,
iya.
Halo, Kristian.
Ya. Nama Pian siapa?
Dila.
Yan.
Yes. Nice to meet you.
Ya. Sudah berapa tahun tinggal di sini, Pak?
Sudah dari dulu. Dari nenek moyang.
Sudah ada banyak turis kembali ke sini setelah pandemi?
Ada.
Bagus kalau ada banyak turis di sini?
Ya, bagus.
Kenapa?
Biar rame. Sekarang negara ini bersatu. Dari Sabang sampai Merauke. Ya kan?
Pasti. Pak,
ya.
Terima kasih ya.
Ya, sama-sama.
Sehat selalu, sukses selalu ya.
Ya, amin.
Amin.
Thank you.
Yo, sama-sama.
Yeah.
The people here are so friendly and very welcoming, and their village is just so cozy. The women, they wear umbrellas to cover for the extremely strong sun. The dogs, they walk freely, and they are not afraid to say hi. And the same thing goes for the local kids.
Hello.
Hello. You know, guys, the place is... Yeah, okay, bro. Go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You know, these places I go, whenever there's a river, if it's at Sungai Utik or it's in Mentawai or if it's here in Tanjung Puting, the kids, for them it's like a natural swimming pool, you know? And it's so nice to see. And I think this guy wants to show us another jump. Okay, 1 lagi, bro. 1, 2, 3. You! Oh, that's gonna hurt. But one of the main attractions that we are coming here to see in this village is Homestay Ivan, where Connie have said yes to trying a traditional sauna experience or something like this. We will let Connie do it and we will watch.
But in reality, I think we should have let our tour guide Dottie try it, because he seemed really excited about it. In the already 30 degrees tropical climate, neither of us had ever expected to visit a sauna here in Kalimantan. But Connie, she stepped up to the local challenge.
Senyum, Bu.
Gigi ibu tidak ada.
The lovely ladies first covers your body with a homemade balsam kind of mixture made from rice.
Hvordan føles det?
Tricking ka tadi, Nang? Tricking ka ba?
Meget dejligt og
Kan tadi tricking ka da?
De har gode hænder.
Di Klotok mah.
A big mat is then used as walls. A boiling pot filled with herbs are put in front of you, and a blanket then covers it all up to keep the steam inside. And you must then stir in the pot and inhale the aroma from the herbs for about 10 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
Er det varmt, Connie?
Det er rigtig dejligt egentlig.
Nå, det var godt.
But before we said goodbye, Ibu had a bit of a revelation, as she learned she couldn't actually see until she tried my father's glasses.
Kacamatanya. Kasih bapak.
What about your glasses?
It's okay. It doesn't matter.
Jadi sekarang lebih bagus dengan ini?
Yes. Jelas. Terima
kasih. Ya, sama-sama. Terima kasih. Kristian, Hansen.
Okay.
Hey, Ian.
So we just came back from the village tour, and it was a really good experience. I feel like my father and Connie, they got kind of the similar experience I get whenever I travel to various kampungs around in Indonesia. The politeness, the happiness, openness of the Indonesian people truly lives here in Tanjung Puting National Park as well. Now we're just getting ready to go on the boat again. We're gonna go upstream. Tomorrow morning we're gonna go to the second feeding station and to the very famous Camp Leakey. Proper good second day here in the national park. And that beautiful afternoon, we got really lucky, because shortly after setting off from the village, we finally found it. The endemic Proboscis monkey, also known as the long-nosed monkey. Mostly known for the male's giant noses, but what most people don't know is that they are actually the best swimming monkeys in the world. They can even dive. They were previously considered a delicacy, but today they are protected from hunting and capture in Borneo. They are today considered an endangered species, as there are only estimated to be about 20,000 left. And according to the IUCN Red List, the population has declined by 50% over the last 40 years as a result of habitat destruction for logging and palm oil plantations. Incredible experiences here in Borneo. Luar biasa, luar biasa. Another incredible day had come to its end as we passed by the long-tailed macaques on our way to our stop for the night. Our A-team prepared the bunks, and it was time to get ready for our last day and our visit to Camp Leakey, the heart of the Orangutan Foundation International.
Selamat pagi, Yan.
Selamat pagi, Pak.
Good moon.
Oh, good morning.
Good moon. But then how do that?
Oh, yeah, how to go?
How do God? Yeah.
Selamat makan.
Yeah.
Selamat makan.
Selamat makan.
Selamat makan.
Here to feeding station number 2, and there is traffic this morning. Look at this, a lot of boats.
Bye-bye, see you tomorrow morning.
So bye-bye. See you tomorrow morning, Zana.
Yeah.
Take off your suit.
So normally it is not that flooded here. It's because it has been raining so much the last couple of weeks. So that's why we wore hiking shoes. And we could have just taken them off here, but there are a ton of leeches here.
Welcome to Borneo.
Nanti tuh ada gambarnya lagi, itu mau nanti.
Nama saya Udin. Ngasih makan orangutan setiap pagi jam 9 pagi, bawa pisang. Setiap hari normalnya kita bawa biasa 50 kilo. Setelah feeding biasanya bikin laporan berapa orangutan yang jumlah datang, dan itu pun kalau misalkan kalau lagi musim buah di hutan, kita biasanya hanya bawa sedikit karena di hutan banyak buah dan orangutan tidak begitu banyak datang. Biasanya normalnya paling banyak kalau nggak ada buah sampai 19 atau 21 sama bayi. Tapi sekarang mungkin hanya ada 5 atau 6. Itu sedikit karena musim buah sekarang. Kalau untuk pengunjung di sini, kalau menurut saya bagus sekali untuk masyarakat, dan sangat berkembang sekali untuk membantu masyarakat. Dan untuk pengunjung yang datang ke sini, kalau menurut saya sangat bagus sekali karena dia support, karena mereka pun, kita pun di sini merasa senang karena tanpa mereka kita nggak dikenal banyak orang.
Jangan buang sampah, don't throw trash, jangan merokok, don't smoke, and jangan dikasih
makan kepada orangutan.
Nah, don't forget guys, come and enjoy Tanjung Puting National Park, ya. Thank you, bro. On our way back, we decided to go through the forest. And here you are able to see the carnivorous plant Nepenthes, also known as a tropical pitcher plant. The plant creates nectar from below its lid, which attracts most bugs. And once the bugs crawl up on the rim of the pitcher, it's slippery, which makes the bugs fall in. And the bottom of the pitcher is filled with digestive fluid, which the animal drowns and decomposes in. And we are back from the second feeding station. Amazing stop. And it is just, it's so luxury, you know, that after a hike, after seeing the orangutans, then you can come back here to the boat, you can take a shower downstairs and just sit here in the shade, and then lunch is served. Feel so relaxed, and you just feel the wind in your face and your hair all the time. Luar biasa. And Dodi, our guide, is doing a fantastic job. He's been so service-minded all the time. Great guide, really good guide. In the quiet environment, only with the sounds of the water and the forest, it doesn't get much more relaxing. And as we were all hanging back before our next stop, we suddenly had a sneaky visitor.
Mana bapaknya? No. Oh, di belakang. Di belakang. Oh, no, di bawah. Nakal sekali. Oh, you could hear it on the roof, yeah?
We have made it, guys, here to the last feeding station on our trip. It is called Camp Leakey. It is one of the most famous places to go to see orangutans in the world, actually. Because Camp Leakey was established by Dr. Birute Galdikas in 1971, and it is the site of the longest continuous study of orangutans in the history of science, with over 100,000 hours of observation logged. It was also here that the Orangutan Foundation International was co-founded by Dr. Birute, a woman who have dedicated her life to help, study and protect orangutans. The larger males can be a bit dominant on the feeding platforms, so it was fun to observe how some of the females had found a workaround for that problem.
This one stole all the bananas and not leaving.
And it was very clear to see that the orangutans are used to have their photos taken, because some of them had a natural talent for posing. And as the 5-star tour guide Doddy is, he found an animal I had never seen before.
Oh, it's tickling. It eats like small leaves from here.
Leaves?
Mm-hmm. Have you ever held a walking stick before?
Nope, never.
Nope.
Never in my life.
That's it. That was the last feeding station. And we've been so lucky with the weather. This is our first afternoon with the rain. So really can't complain. Yeah. And for our last night here, we've parked next to a lake here. And it's raining a little bit. It is so beautiful. Just another amazing day here in Borneo. Luar biasa ya?
Ya, luar biasa.
You heard him. Senang, luar biasa?
Mantap.
Mantap. Mantap betul. Mantul.
Mantul.
Oh, that's good.
Alright guys, and that is it for our trip here from Tanjung Puting National Park. We are now on our way back to the harbor. So has this rather expensive experience really been worth it? And I would say yes, 110%. This trip wouldn't have been the same without the incredible team from Orangutan Day. So thank you so much to Sana, our fantastic cook, to Jan, our captain, to Senang, our second captain, and of course to our fantastic tour guide, Dodi. So if you want to go on a trip with Orangutan Days and the crew here, I'll make sure to put their contact details and their Instagram in the description. And what if you want to support the Borneo orangutan? Then come out here, because some of the funds you pay for the trip, it actually goes back to the rangers, to the organizations, even to the locals when you buy souvenirs like we did yesterday, to protect the animals, protect the forest, and even plant new trees. So thank you so much guys for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you guys in the next one, and until next time. Ta-da guys.